Hey, no game Wednesday. No game Wednesday.
Oh, this is their bye. Second bye.
Everybody has
Yeah,
bye.
yeah,
I guess Blue Collar
We welcome you back to the Dietrich Activity Center on the campus of Walla Walla Community College in Walla Walla, Washington. Eastern Region men's basketball action now as the Warriors of Walla Walla, 3-6 in the Eastern Region and 13-11 overall, winners of 2 straight, host the Yaks of Yakima Valley, 9-0 in the Eastern Region, 13-5 overall, and winners of 10 straight. In fact, their last loss was December 16th to Centralia at the Edmonds crossover by a score of 93-87. These teams met on January 13th in Yakima, and the Yaks won 99-94 after leading 47-44 at halftime. My name is Mike Tatko, and really glad that you have opted to spend some time here today watching this basketball game. You can watch full screen. You can make the screen a little bit smaller. You can chat in the chat area and say who you are rooting for and maybe where you're from. And, of course, we welcome all comers to our broadcast as we bring you the Eastern Region game. In the women's game, it was Walla Walla 85 and Yakima Valley 56. And again, Yakima Valley playing with just 6 players on the women's side, with some key players out with injuries. But the Yaks are still very much in the thick of things on the women's side, going into trying to get into the tournament. On the men's side, the Warriors are going to be without Luke Holacek today. He has been dealing with some illness, and he is not in uniform, not here that I can see. So if you're watching, Luke, we hope that you are feeling better, and we would like you back. The Warriors will not play Wednesday. They have a bye, as do all of the Eastern Region teams, but the Warriors are back here next Saturday against Columbia Basin. And it's difficult to be without Luke, as he scored 30 points the last time these teams met, and he averages 16.2 points a game. The Warriors do get back Brady Greer, though, who has missed a couple games with a concussion. And so he was concussed in the first half against Spokane. The Warriors fell in that game, but they then won here against Blue Mountain without Brady, and they won at Wenatchee Valley in double overtime on Wednesday without Brady. And talk about a tremendous game, nerve-wracking. The Warriors had it won. It got away in regulation. Then they had it lost, and they came back and tied it in the second overtime, or in the first overtime to go to the second overtime, and then they won it by a score of 103, I believe was the final score, 103-95. We're going to just look it up just to make sure we have it right. It was in double overtime, 105-97. And in fact, there were some crazy games in the NWAC on Wednesday. Overtime games, last-second shot games. We already have one game in the NWAC in the books. Green River won at Highline 81-55. And Treasure Valley, right on the heels of Yakima Valley, is leading Big Bend 38-22. If you're a Walla Walla fan, you need losses by Big Bend, and you want to try to win as many as you can. Columbia Basin is at Spokane in a game getting set, and Wenatchee Valley is at Blue Mountain in a game that is just about ready to get going. So we are set here. We will take you through the starting lineups here. And for Yakima Valley, Javante Derritt is a sophomore, 6'6", from Kent Meridian High School in Kent, Washington. Jose Brown is a freshman, 6'1", from Yakima, went to A.C. Davis High School. David Tinner will also start. He's a 6'4" sophomore from Las Vegas, Nevada, went to Cheyenne High School. Gray Braun, Spring Valley High School in Las Vegas, Nevada, a guard, 6'2", and a sophomore. And Clay Delp a 6'1 freshman from Zilla High School in Zilla, Washington. He's a Zilla Leopard. So it is Darrett, Brown, Tinner, Braun, and Doe. For the Warriors, Trace Atkins, a 6-foot freshman from Ferris High School in Spokane, a Ferris Saxon. Noah White, a 6'2 sophomore from Meridian, Idaho, Mountain View High School, a Mountain View Maverick. Austin Ramos, a 6'2 forward from Meridian High School, Meridian, Idaho, Meridian Warrior. Braden Volkers is a 6'2 forward, or rather 6'2 freshman guard from Melba, Idaho, Melbourne Mustangs. And Brady Greer, 6'7 and a sophomore from Westview High School in Beaverton, Oregon. So Atkins, White, Ramos, Volkers, and Greer for the Warriors, who are in white. Yakima is in black with white down the sides. Maroon numbers front and back, maroon yaks trimmed in white. Glad you are with us, and hello again to Cody Rotlick. And hoping for a Warrior win, and also hello to Kate Jones, who has predicted the Yaks to win this one by 20. Time will tell. We are underway. And they will reset the clock to 26. So the tip went up, and it went out of bounds. And they said that it belongs to the Warriors. Volkers with the very first shot, and it wouldn't go. Yakima from left to right as we watch it here. And right off the bat, a hoop by Darrett. He scored 32 last time these teams played. And he averages 22.8. He's third in the NWAC. Brady Greer is second in the NWAC with 25.2. He scored 19 last time. Again, that game was on January 13th. Yakima Valley won 99-94. I talked with London Wilson, the head coach of the Yaks, as Volkers knocks it down for the Warriors, and the Warriors lead. We have our first lead change. And London Wilson said there was a little bit of a spurt there where the Yaks got up, and Walla Walla cut it to 4 but could get no closer. And he talked about the Eastern region with me at length and just said, a play there, a possession here, a possession there, and things could be different. And as hitting again is Darrett. It's 4-3. And as you would expect from a Eastern region coach, he said that the Eastern region is tough. And they are tough even with the loss of North Idaho College. Yakima trapping defense as North Idaho went back to the Scenic West Junior College League. Volkers top of the circle, and he hits it again. Braden Volkers has 2 threes, and the Warriors have a 6-4 lead. And at the other end, it's Clay Delp for 3. Well, Yakima and Walla Walla are second and third in scoring in the NWAC. The Warriors 92.4 points a game, second. Yakima 91.8. They are third. And the foul is on Volkers, his first for the Warriors. Braun, a 72.4% free throw shooter, scored 5 last time these teams played. And Braun, an 8.6 points per game person. And he hits them both. 9-6. Volkers can't get off that. Well, I was about ready to say he can't get off that 3, but actually he can. And it rimmed out. Driving and scoring is Tinner. 11-6 Yaks. Half-court trap. Greer kicking. And it will be White misfiring, and it'll be back out of bounds to Yakima Valley. We'll keep you abreast of the Eastern Region games as we progress throughout the afternoon. Spin move, and Derritt didn't get it. London Wilson, the head coach, wanted a foul, didn't get it, and Volkers squared up and knocked it down. And it's 11-9. Just over 3 minutes in. Free throw line jumper by Derritt would not go. Ball tipped out of bounds and passed into the scorer's table. It'll be Walla Walla ball. And Ramos around the screen for the three. And all the way down court. And getting pushed was Tinner. And he'll have a pair. Going to call it on Ramos, his first second team foul. Tinner is a 73.1% free throw shooter. He gets 11.9 points a game. And he had 12 last time these teams met. That one is back iron. And missed them both. Warriors a chance to take the lead with a three, or at least even it up with a two. And the runner by Ramos evens it up. First tie. There have been 3 lead changes. Up and underneath and scoring is Jose Brown. (13-11) Yakima. Volkers, that was blocked. And they say it went off of Volkers, who was laying out of bounds. And now the first substitute into the game for the Yaks. And that is Keyshawn Hall, a sophomore guard, 5'11", from Cheyenne High School in Las Vegas, Nevada. Tinner with it. And a fadeaway by Tinner is good, and he has 4, and the Yaks lead 15-11. We've played 5 minutes, and pretty much what we expected. And White, iron. And then Noah comes back and knocks it out of bounds. And Yakima will get Detae Joe into the game. Joe, a sub, and 11.4 points a game. He is a sophomore forward, 6'6" tall, from A.C. Davis High School in Yakima. And the Warriors will get a sub in, and that'll be Igor Omelnitsky, 6'4", from DME Academy in Moscow. But first we have a timeout. 15-11, Yakima Valley.
Into the game for Walla Walla, number 15, Igor Olmanitsky. Into the game for Yakima Valley, number 23, D.K. Joe.
So back to the game. Yakima by 4, and they have the basketball. 14:35 to play. And a nice spin move and a basket. And scoring it was Darrett. He has 6. And Igor Omelnitsky, who came in, commits the foul. It's his 3rd. As getting a break is White. And now Darrett, a 74.6% free throw shooter, will have a pair. Or rather, just one, because he made the first one. I want to say hi to CG, Steve in Seattle, who was watching the game, and also Lawana Brooks from Vegas. Let's go Yaks. Thanks for tuning in. Free throw is not good, and the score remains 17-11. Omelnitsky with a attempt from the right wing. It would not go. And making his way inside and scoring is Darrett. And he has 8 in the first 6 minutes. And it's 19-11. And Omelnitsky and the Warriors struggling here early from distance. 3 of 10. And Hall got free. And now it's 21-11. Atkins to Volkers. He can't get the 3 off. Yakima doing a really good job closing out. And up and under, and scoring is Atkins. And it's 21-13. Want to say hi to Nakia Smith, who logged in and said hello. And let's go, son, for Javante Darrett, who has off to a great start with 8 points. 7 minutes in, and it's an 8-point Yak lead. And they are making the most of their possessions with Darrett scoring again. This Yakima team is 9 of 11 from the field. 10, actually make it 10 of 12 from the field. And they call the foul on Joe. It's his first and the first team foul. Delp comes back for Yakima. Also entering is Jackson Goldsmith, a freshman 6'2" from West Valley High School in Yakima. And for the Warriors, it's Austin Steinwan, a 6'7" sophomore from Clarkston, Washington. 23-13 Yaks. Greer wouldn't go. Greer missed the last couple games, and he has had a hard time coming back. Up and under for Delp, and that's good, and he has 5. Their shooting percentage is amazing. 25-13. They're now 11 for 13, and the Warriors are just 5 of 16. So that's the tale of this game. And 12 minutes to play in the half, and it's all Yakima Valley. They lead by 12. And that shot by Joe would not go. I want to say hi to Shayla Volkers, rooting for number 11, Braden. And Ramos could not hit the free throw line jumper, and it's out of bounds, they say. It will be
Number 1, Noah White, and number 23, Britt Murray.
Walla Walla ball. Greer will come out. And coming in is Britt Murray. Murray. No, that's not Britt Murray. I'm sorry. Excuse me. That's Jaden Hutchins.
Foul will be on number 23, DK Joe, his second personal.
Well, now we have somebody wearing 23, and I don't have a 23, so we'll have to check the live stats. It is Murray. He's 23 instead of 20. So Murray is in the game. And Britt is a 6'6" sophomore from Harrisburg, Oregon. And Goldsmith hits a deep 3 to answer Austin Ramos, who scored. And it's 28-15. And the baseline jumper by Murray is off the iron. And they leave Braun, and that won't go. 10.5 to play in the half, 28-15, Yaks. Volkers, and it fell, and London Wilson wanted a push-off. Volkers has 11. And at the other end, a miss and a tip would not go, and the Warriors trying to get back in it at the midway point. And Steinwan traveled with 10:02 to play. And coming back for Yakima will be Javante Derritt. And getting a rest will be David Tinner. And for the Warriors, it'll be Charlie Tipke Henry, a 6'3" freshman from Kennewick High School in Kennewick, Washington. The Yakima Valley women's team has had their pizza arrive, so they are enjoying that. And a foul. It's going to be called on Volkers. That's his second, and there's a timeout on the court. So let's get you caught up on the men's action. There are some important Eastern Region games going on, and already into the second half is the Treasure Valley Big Bend game, and it's 44-29 in favor of Treasure Valley at home. Columbia Basin and Spokane are tied at 10. That's a big game in Spokane. And the other game is down the road in Pendleton, where Wenatchee Valley has a 19-16 lead over Blue Mountain. Again, Wenatchee Valley and the Warriors played double overtime on Wednesday, with Walla Walla coming out on top. So 9:51 to play. And shooting will be Keyshawn Hall, a 52.6% shooter. He got 6 points last time these teams played. He's a 9.9 average. Again, a lot of these Yaks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 players average in doubles. 2 more average almost 10, and 1 averages 8.5. As Hall splits the pair. But again, when you average 92 points a game as a team, of course you're going to have a lot of people averaging a lot of points. The shot by Murray would not go. And a miss that time by Goldsmith. And Noah White on the board for the Warriors. And Walla Walla has it down to single digit, well, actually down to 10. 29-19. Up underneath, give and go, and Delp has 7. So Clay Delp in 15.4 points a game, and he has half that. Stepping through was Tipke Henry, got it back. And Noah White got fouled, and he'll shoot a pair. Greer will come back after a break.
Fouls on number 14, Gray, Braun.
Call it on Braun, it's his first. And for Yakima, that's their third. 1 on Braun, 2 on Joe. And White, a 54.5% free throw shooter. He got both of those. And it's 31-21. Eight and a half to play. Nice move by Delp. I thought he was going to use the backboard. Instead, he just put it up straight. And it's 33-21. And Greer scoring as falling down backwards was Braun. And no whistle. And it's 33-23. 8:16 to play. Delp, deep three. And that's going to be who? I think it's going to be on Volkers, and that would be his third if they call it on Volkers. Now the officials are going to get together. And are they going to go to the monitor, or what are they going to do? They're going to send the players off, and they're going to have a look at this, and I'll have a look as well, as the feed up here is about a minute behind. I'm not sure if there was a hold going on, but Volkers ended up going to the court, and they can't have it on him. That would be his third. So Delp shot it, and the rebound came down, and really they were just tied up. It was Volkers and Goldsmith. And so we'll see what they decide here. They were entangled and they got pulled down to the court. I think it's a coin flip. I think it could go either way. So all three officials, 2 of them at a time, look at it. Then they'll all get together and talk and see what they're going to do as we wait. If it's on Volkers, it's his third. Goldsmith does not have any fouls yet. I guess they could call a double foul, and then there'd be a possession arrow situation, but that wouldn't help the Warriors any. Volkers has taken a seat either way. As they continue to deliberate. So they're going to call it a double foul. Kind of what I thought. So it's a double foul. So Volkers, that's his third. And that's Goldsmith's first. So a double foul, and they give Walla Walla the ball. And Greer driving, kicking. And Tipke Henry couldn't get it to go. It's Steinwan, Greer, Tipke Henry, White, and Ramos for Walla Walla. And the Warriors are just 3 of 11 from distance. Yakima has Delp, Braun, Darrett, Goldsmith, and Hall. And they are shooting 14 of 20 from the field. And make it 15 of 21. Darrett already has 12. And it's 35-23. Greer inside, blocked. Not only can Darrett score, he can block shots. And at the other end, he went all the way to the hoop. And that would not go. And Greer in the key working on the smaller Delp, and Delp fouled him. So Clay's first. 5th foul on Yakima Valley. I think they called it on the wrong guy. It's 24. It was 24. Yeah, they called it on 24. So the free throw by Greer is good. And it's 35-24. Atkins back into the game for Walla Walla. Coach Wilson still not happy with the call on either end of the court. But he's happy with that, as Javonte Darrett, who gets 23 points a game almost, 22-8, and scored 32 against the Warriors in Yakima, has 14 already here. And Greer off the mark, an offensive rebound. Ramos will take his turn, and that won't go. And the foul by Ramos, that's going to be his second. So the Warriors already without Luke Holacek. And Volkers with 3, Ramos with 2. And Jose Brown, a 73% free throw shooter, will have an opportunity. And you are right, Jason Ford. JD, Javonte Darrett, is indeed cooking. 14 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and he has a block shot, at least one. Second free throw is good for Brown. And there's 6 minutes remaining in the half, and it's 38-25. And a collision, and they knock off his glasses. And they call it on Steinwand. So the foul on Steinwand. And they will be shooting because it was not an offensive foul. It was a foul on a long down court pass. Steinwand and Darrett collided. And so shooting now is Darrett. About the only thing Darrett hasn't done great is free throws. He's 0 for 2. But other than that, what a game so far for Javonte Darrett. And scoring is Atkins, high off the backboard. And timeout is called by Yakima Valley at the 5:37 mark of the half. It is Yakima Valley 38 and Walla Walla 27. Elsewhere in the Eastern region, Treasure Valley is leading Big Bend. It's a low-scoring game, 49-34, and they only have 7.5 minutes left. Spokane, Columbia Basin, midway through the first half, 16-14 up in Spokane. So that, too, appears to be a little bit more low-scoring, at least lower scoring than this. We are 38-27 with 5:37 to play. And Wenatchee Valley continues to lead Blue Mountain down the road in Pendleton, 35-22. Again, the top 4 teams go. And as you look at the Eastern Region standings, the Yaks are 9-0. And they've already clinched a spot because there are only 3 teams who can catch them. So Yakima's already clinched a playoff spot. Columbia Basin is 7-1, Treasure Valley 6-2, Spokane 4-5, and Walla Walla 3-6. The Warriors trying to keep pace in this playoff hunt as the steal and the long down-court pass. Big Bend is going to get its 8th loss. Wenatchee Valley, though, looking to go to 3-7. They could be in the mix. Spokane trying to get a upset win over Columbia Basin. Greer muscles his way in and scores. And he has 6. Back down to 9. Warriors remaining in striking distance. Delp, he already has 1 3, but he passes it up that time. And all the way in for Tinner, who has 6. And at half court, that's going to be a foul on who? Brown? It's on Jose Brown. First on Brown. Goldsmith 1. Braun 1. Hall 1. And that 3 by Steinwan wouldn't go. A couple players hit the deck. What a pass through everybody. Delp makes 2 head fakes and scores. And it's 42-29, and the Yaks want to pressure. Omelnitsky off to Atkins. And Atkins couldn't get it to go. Yaks with a 2-on-2 break. And a foul on White, I think. And it'll be 1-1. So White the foul. We'll get you caught up on the fouls. Volkers has 3, White 1. Ramos 2. Steinwan and Omelnitsky 1 each. So another break. We'll be shooting free throws when we come back. 4:04 to play in the half, and Yakima Valley leading by 13. And again, the standings, Yakima Valley has already clinched a spot, and that's because the top 4 go, and Walla Walla, who is in 5th, cannot mathematically catch Yakima Valley, even with a win here today. So, congrats to the Yaks. They clinched a spot even before the day began. And people will be beginning to clinch spots on both the men's and women's side. Within a couple of games. Wednesday, some may clinch today, and of course next Saturday as we get closer. So it's Hall, who's 1 for 2 from the line to shoot 1-1 here with 4:04 remaining in the half. And he is 1 for 3 now. Warriors down 13. Early on in the game, there were 3 lead changes, 1 tie. The Axe have slowly pulled away. Greer going to work, and he got fouled. A lot of fouls in this one. Both teams over the limit. Tinner's first. 8th as a team on Yakima. Walla Walla with 8 as well. So Greer is 3 for 3 now from the line. He has 7 points. Missed that one, and the rebound comes down to Tinner. Nice head fake by Brown. Up underneath to Delp. And attempting the putback was Brown, and I think he got fouled. That's going to be on White. And that is his second, and that is the 9th Warrior foul. And are they going to say 1-1 or are they going to say 2? And it's a 1-1 as they said he was shooting on the rebound, not on the shot. So the free throw missed, and the Warriors have it back. Omelnitsky finally got one to go. Igor Omelnitsky with the basket. And it's 42-33. Delp driving on Ramos, and it must have been blocked. Up ahead it goes to Greer. He'll lay it in. Warriors on a little bit of a run here. They're within 7. And at the other end, the 3 by Braun is short and out of bounds. It goes back to Walla Walla, and Derritt and his 14 points is back. Derritt 14.6 rebounds, 4 assists. Is back in the game for the Axe. 2:25 to play, and a backcourt foul going to be called on Delp. And that's his second. And shooting free throws will be Atkins. First trip to the line. Atkins, a 62.7% free throw shooter. Charlie Tipke-Henry back for the Warriors, and for the Axe, Cameron Farrell, a 6'5" freshman guard from Jasper, Mississippi, is in the game. And the free throw by Atkins is good. 42-36. Warriors within 6 now. And 5. Free throws are keeping them in it. And a ball batted away, and Greer ends up with it. Walla Walla can get within one possession. Greer driving, jump hook, rolled out. Would have been nice to have that one. Up and under, and he stepped on the line, out of bounds. .136 remains. Atkins all the way through and missed the lay-in, but Omelnitsky with the rebound and the three. Omelnitsky hits another one, and all of a sudden, it's 42-40. Very similar to the game in Yakima where the Yaks got off to a big lead. The Warriors cut it to 4, but Yakima won by 5. Turnaround jumper, good by Brown. Good hit by Brown, and a backcourt foul on the Yaks. And they call it on Brown, his second. And check the fouls. That is the 9th. So Atkins hits the first. .44-41. Atkins has 8, and it's 44-42. Shot clock at 10. Darrett. And the 3 missed, and the Warriors have a chance here to tie the game at half. And Coach Jeff Reinland wants a 30-second timeout to set up a play here with 25.8 on the game clock. 24 on the shot clock. Walla Walla a chance to get even here. 3 Yaks with 2 fouls each. Delp, Brown, and Joe. And then Braun and Goldsmith each have 1. And Tinner has 1. Hall does not have a foul. So that's why they have their 9. And for the Warriors, 3 for Volkers, 2 for White, 2 for Ramos. Final 25 seconds. Atkins driving, looking to kick, and it's out of bounds off of the Warriors. So they had a chance, and they couldn't get a good shot off, and the ball will go back over to Yakima. Shot clock off, and then the last chance of the half will be with the Yaks. Volker's back in, or no, it's Steinwan back in. They go to Darrett. He's their go-to guy. And he shoots at the horn, and it rolled in. Javonte Darrett with a basket at the horn. And at half, our score is Yakima Valley 46 and Walla Walla 42. So a great play, and it paid off for the Yaks as Darrett scores it. We'll take a timeout, come back with some stats after a timeout. Well, welcome back as we bring you some numbers from the first half. Yakima Valley leading Walla Walla 46-42. Points in the paint are even at 18. And bench points are even at 6. There's 1 tie, 4 lead changes. And Yakima's largest lead was 13 at the 11:09 mark. Walla Walla's largest lead was just 2 very early in the day. Javante Darrett, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and a block. Jose Brown has 5 points. David Tinner, 6. Gray Braun, 2. Clayson Delp, 11. Keyshawn Hall, 3. Jackson Goldsmith, 3. For the Warriors, Trace Atkins has 8. Noah White, 4. Austin Ramos, 4. 11 points for Braden Volkers. Also should tell you that Austin Ramos has 5 assists. Brady Greer, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 6 in the game for Igor Omelnitsky. One of the downfalls for Yakima is their free throw shooting. They're just 4 of 12, while the Warriors are 9 of 10. So we have a good second half in store. We are glad that you are with us wherever you may be, as this is a important game. Treasure Valley did end up beating Big Bend 56-48. So Treasure Valley trying to keep pace with Big Bend. Now there is no West or Eastern Region action on Wednesday, but there's a makeup game on Tuesday. And that makeup game on Tuesday is Columbia Basin at Treasure Valley, both men and women. So that's a big makeup game. Elsewhere in the East, Spokane leads Columbia Basin at half, 32-26. And Wenatchee Valley leads at Blue Mountain, 44-33. So you are up to date with everything. Earlier today, the Walla Walla women were victorious, 85-56. Glad you're with us for second half action. Another thing to keep in mind are fouls. Jose Brown with 2 for Yakima Valley. Also Dite Joe and Clay Delp with 2 each. For the Warriors, Noah White has 2. Austin Ramos has 2. Braden Volkers has 3. And again, the Warriors without Luke Holacek. It was his birthday yesterday, and a tough break for Luke to fall ill today and not be in attendance here tonight. We don't know if Luke is watching or if he's sleeping, resting, but we hope that you feel better. Second half action, 46-42 Yaks, and they have the basketball from right to left. Biggest lead was 13. That's Darrett. He's done a lot of the damage. And he starts off by doing some more damage. 18 for Darrett with a fall-away jumper, and it's a 6-point lead. Yaks with a turnover. And there's a miss by Tinner. The Yaks tried to get it back on the putback. Wouldn't go, but there's a turnover back to Yakima Valley. Warriors not taking care of the ball early on here. Man-to-man by the Warriors. Delp, a step-back free throw line jumper. And another turnover by Walla Walla. They had the rebound, and it got away. So the Warriors yet to have, they're going to call a foul. Oh, no, they're resetting the shot clock. That's the official went over here and signaled 20, and he meant the shot clock. Up and underneath that time by Darrett, wouldn't go, and let's see if the Warriors can put a possession together here. And they can. Austin Ramos has a big rooting section down below us. And Darrett at the other end with the stuff. 50-45. Ramos' 3, his first of the game, and he has 7 points. Free throw line jumper, in and out by Braun. Full court press by the Yaks. They knock it out of bounds. It was a 4-point game at half. It's a 5-point game now. Up and under by Atkins, wouldn't go. Derritt backing in, and he got fouled by Greer. And Javonte Derritt back to the line. That's the only place where he has struggled as Greer commits the foul. Derritt 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Other than that, he's done everything right this afternoon. And he's on the board with the free throws, 51-45. And back up to 7 now, and the Yaks continue to apply pressure. Atkins going to try to bring it across, and he does with help from Ramos. Volkers lay it up, and the foul. Volkers has 13, and they call the foul on Braun. It's his first. And the first team foul. It's the second on Braun. It's the first team foul for the Yaks. And Volkers, 80% shooter, hasn't been to the line yet. But he is now, and he's got 14 points, and it's 52-48. Yaks on offense. Derritt right corner jumper off iron. And Greer from the top would not go. The Warriors are 6 of 20 from three-point range tonight. Warriors wanted to travel, didn't get it, but Tinner, they said, never really had control of the ball. You can't travel without possession, and it's back to 6. 54-48. Volkers does not go in against Derritt. Greer will. And he short-armed it. It was short against Tinner. Pass through the key. 2 Warriors up in the air, and laying it in is Brown. And all of a sudden, it's up to 8. And an offensive foul going to be called on Noah White. First foul on White. Second team foul. Steinwan back. It was a 4-point game at half. It's 8 now. The Warriors trying to stay pace with those chasing for the playoffs. Got to be in the top 4, and right now they're on the outside looking in.
Checking in for Yakima, number 10, Jackson Goldsmith.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 155 156 157 On the inbounds, the Yaks running the play at the 15-20 mark, leading by 8. And a quick first step by Hall, and he couldn't get that one to go. Greer missed it, tried to get it back, and it ends up in the hands of the Yaks. Delp driving and gets fouled. They call the foul on Ramos. That's his third, and the third Warrior foul, and there'll be a timeout on the court with 14:52 to play in our game. Yakima leads by 8. All right, back to the ball game. 14:52 remain. And 2 free throws coming for Clay Delp. He has not been to the free throw line yet. He's an 80.5% free throw shooter. He averages 15.4 points a game. He had 14 the last time these teams played. Yaks won 99-94. And they are trying to get a 10-point edge. Their biggest lead was 13. And Delp hits them both, and it is a 10-point lead. The Yaks have done a good job with pressure. And Delp took it, and it's going to be a lay-in for Delp. And it's 60-48. Warriors back in action a week from today against Columbia Basin. Women at 2, men at 4. We'll be celebrating breast cancer awareness with auction items and such. Left corner 3, in and out. And all alone was Hall, but they couldn't get it to him. As Hudgens is in the game for the Warriors. Jaden Hudgens. And now White is in, so sitting down Greer and Atkins. Hudgens is 6'5" and a freshman from Meridian, Idaho. And Meridian High School. Gave the Warriors some really good minutes against Blue Mountain a couple weeks ago. He had 5. Derritt with 2 more. He is over his average now. And Greer on the other side, they are the second and third leading scorers in the NWAC. Greer is way below his. Jump hook, and it wouldn't go. And that deep 3 by Goldsmith just rimmed out. And Steinwand, no, but Ramos with the putback. 62-50, so Yakima just had its biggest lead at 14. And now it's 12. Derritt trying to get it back to 14. He's against Steinwand. And the fadeaway was too hard, and it's Ramos. Underneath, Hudgens. And that rolled home. First two for Hudgens, and it's back to 10. 62-52, 12-12 to play. Derritt driving, and he got fouled. Wouldn't get the basket, but he'll shoot 2 more free throws. And the foul on Steinwand. Igor Omolnitsky will come in as Derritt, who is 2 for 4 from the line, will improve to 3 and 5. Braden Volkers will get a break. And Omolnitsky is in. 25 in the game, and now 26. For Derritt, 64-52. And they throw it away in the deep corner. 11:42 to play. Yakima Valley, the only team in the East who has not lost. They are 9-0 in the East and 13-5 overall. And now it will go back to Walla Walla, and Yakima Valley will continue to press. Ramos, a deep three. He has 12, trying to keep the Warriors in it. And it's 64-55. Goldsmith driving. And a tough hit for Jackson Goldsmith. 66-55. Biggest Yak lead is 14. And Omolnitsky knocks it down. Third three for Igor, and it's 66-58. Derritt backdoor underneath to Hall, and it would not go. And Warriors trying to cut into this 8-point lead. We are midway through the second half. And they leave it off for Hudgens, and he got it and he got fouled. So Hudgens has 4. And the foul is on Delp, his third. And they just did give the Warriors the bucket, 66-60. And there's a timeout on the court. Well, back to the ball game. After the timeout, Hudgens will have one free throw. He's 44% from the line this year. He already has 4 points. He averages 2.9. He had 4 last time these teams played. So Jaden has contributed here in the second half, and the free throw is good. And it's 66-61. Back within 5. Hall driving, and it's off a Hall. Great defense by White. Not only did he miss the shot, but they say the ball was off of him. So Jose Brown in, David Tinner in, Hall is still in, DT Joe is in, and so is Goldsmith. Maybe resting Darrett and Delp for the stretch, and a steal and a basket by Tinner. Just what the Warriors did not need. They had it down to 5 and they had the ball, and they turn it over, and the Yaks get a easy lay-in, and then the Warriors misfire. That's going to be a kicked ball, and so the ball will remain with Yakima Valley. And the Warriors. Omelnitsky with his 4th three-point goal to bring him back into it here at 68-64 at the 8:45 mark. And it's Goldsmith. And Goldsmith hit it again. It's a game of runs. And Goldsmith now has 10. And it's 73-64, just like that. 4 players in doubles for the Yaks. Under 8 minutes. DT Joe. The putback and the foul. First 2 for DT Joe. And it's back up to an 11-point lead. Steinwan's 3rd. Warriors 5th as a team. Greer is back for the Warriors. Volkers is going to come back for the Warriors. And Joe is an 81% free throw shooter. Hasn't been there yet tonight. And he got his own rebound. And Goldsmith hit another one. He is on fire. He only had 5 last time. And Omelnitsky answers. He has 5 three-point goals. And it's back to an 11-point game. So the Yaks had a 14-point edge, which is their biggest, and now it's back to 11. 78-67 as we approach the 7-minute mark. Goldsmith going to try again. That one off the mark. And Volkers rimmed out, and the putback. Wouldn't go. Up and under, and not good that time by Hall. And the foul going to be either on Brown or Hall. Let's wait. They're going to call it on Brown, his third. And for the Yaks, Braun is back. Third foul on Brown. 6:34 remains. Greer to the basket, and he's fouled. Tinner's second, fourth team foul. The Yaks have committed 4 as a team. The Warriors have committed 5. Greer's free throw is good. He's 4 for 5, and he's in double figures. Again, Brady missed the last couple games with a concussion. He missed the second half of the Spokane game. Back here, and he has 11. 5 of them from the free throw line, 6 from the field. Yakima's done a good job on Greer. 78-69. And Goldsmith, no, but an offensive rebound by Tinner. And blocking it is Omelnitsky. And it's Ramos, who has 14. And it's 78-71, under 6. Goldsmith, another step back. And he wanted a foul, and he told the official about it. And Volkers scored and was fouled. So a timeout called by London Wilson. Volkers got the basket, and he was fouled. And a Yakima timeout. It is now 78-73. The foul was called on Joe. Both teams with 5, and we'll take a break here from Walla Walla. Yakima Valley by 5, 5.5 to play. Well, we have 5:23 remaining, and we will catch you up to date on the other Eastern Region games. Fraser Valley did win at home against Big Bend 56-48, a very low-scoring affair. Spokane and Columbian Basin embarked in a good one, 46-45 with 8 minutes left. The free throw good by Volkers, and it's 78-74. Wenatchee Valley all over Blue Mountain down in Pendleton, 75-56. And our game, 78-73. It's been a good one, and the Warriors have it back. Igor Omelnitsky. He got it again. He has 6 3-point goals, and it's 78-77. Warriors looking for their first lead since the first minute. They can get a stop here if they have a chance. Shot clock at 10. Hall, he had a tough hit. Keyshawn Hall has 5. 80-77. Ramos off to Steinwand. He got away with a travel. Everyone on the Yakima Valley side knew it. And Brady Greer called for a charge. So that is Greer's second, 6th team foul. And now another timeout on the court, the under 5 media timeout. 4:22 remains. Yakima Valley 80, Walla Walla 77. Well, as you look at the standings in the Eastern region, this Yakima Valley team is undefeated, 9-0. Columbia Basin in a tight one in Spokane, 7-1. Treasure Valley already won. They're 7-2. Spokane also in that tight game. They're 4-5. They're right in the mix. So's Walla Walla. And Wenatchee Valley leads at Blue Mountain, so they could be in the mix. So lots of people fighting for those 4 spots. Yaks lead by 3, and they have the ball. All alone underneath and scoring is Tinner. They ran a great play out of the timeout, and the Yaks lead by 5, under 4 now. They're going to get Delp back in for the stretch run. Igor Omelnitsky doesn't shoot the 2 that time. He leaves it off for Greer. Great pass by Omelnitsky. Greer scores it, and it's back to a 3-point game. And too easy for the Yaks. Gray Braun has 4. That's his first field goal. 84-79. Ramos gets it across to Volkers. Underneath to Greer, and they call another offensive foul. Oh, I think they called it on Volkers. Volkers, who made the pass, then ran over his defender. And Braden Volkers has committed his 4th foul. I'm going to see if I can have a look at that. Coach Reinland not happy. The feed will catch up, and we'll see. That was going to be a hoop. And they call an offensive foul on Volkers. And that's a miss on Yakima Valley. I'm finally going to get a chance to look at that. Yeah, that's iffy. That was an iffy one there on Braden. Warriors get it back. Volkers to Greer. And it's Steinwand for a 3. In and out. Boy, he's had hard luck. And London Wilson wanting a whistle. And not getting it. 2:30 to play. Yaks by 5. Warriors need a stop. Shot clock at 10. D.T. Joe called for an offensive foul, and that's his 4th. And the 6th team foul, both teams over the limit. So every common foul, unless it's offensive, will be shooting. Yakima continuing to press. Warriors get it across as we approach the 2-minute mark. Greer at the top for 3. Iron only. And back the other way, we're under 2, and the Yaks lead by 5. They won by 5 last time, 99-94. Very similar game. They had a big lead. The Warriors cut into it, but just could not get over the hump. And Delp got all the way to the basket, no help on defense, and he has 17. And it's a 7-point lead for Yakima with a minute and a half left. Warriors are going to need a 3 down the road, and they're going to call a foul after Greer had the ball stripped. And he'll be shooting 1 and 1. Greer is 5 for 6, and they foul out DT Joe. That's his 5th. DT Joe with 2 points in tonight's game. Greer will shoot the free throw. It's good. It is 86-80. It's getting tense in here. 1:19 to play. And he got them both. 86-81. And it's knocked away by Greer on they tried to go to the pass inside, and Greer knocked it away. Warriors need the ball twice. Greer seals down low and scored it. And it's 86-83. 1 minute left in this one. Shot clock at 15. Hall dribbling. Hall still dribbling. He made it. What a move. Keyshawn Hall. 88-83. 30 seconds left. Warriors still need it twice. Don't necessarily need a 3 right away. Ramos is shot off the mark. Yaks have it. And they will try to spread the court, and they foul Keyshawn Hall. And Volkers was the one who had to foul, and that's his 5th. And that's too bad because they could have used him in the game shooting. What a game by Volkers, though. He ends up with 3 3-point goals, 3 2-point goals, 2 for 2 from the line, and 17 points. And they will get White back in. Shot clock is off, and shooting will be Hall, 1 and 1. He is 1 for 3 here. Even if he only makes 1, it's still a 2-possession game. If he makes both, it's going to be really hard for the Warriors. He missed it, and the Yaks get the offensive rebound. They can run some more clock. The Warriors need to foul, and they can't find the player. And this one is going to be on Igor Omelnitsky. And shooting will be Jose Brown. So they did miss the free throw, but they got the offensive rebound. And only 9 seconds remain now. And Brown makes it a 6-point game. Again, the game over in Yakima was 99-94. And if they make this one, it'll be a 7-point game. They do. Yakima Valley calls timeout. And it will take a miracle now. The Warriors are down 7. They need to have the ball 3 times. So if they could somehow get an easy lay-in, they're going to need a 3 eventually, but initially they just need baskets. Only 9 seconds left. And we'll give you up-to-date scores in the East region. The ones that wound down, Treasure Valley already won. They beat Big Bend by 8. Now Columbia Basin is pulled ahead of Spokane, 57-51. And Wenatchee Valley leading now by 16 over Blue Mountain. So we'll see what happens here 9.8 seconds left. And Yakima will apply pressure just to make the Warriors use clock. Omelnitsky, no good. The Yaks rebound it, and that will be it. They win it 90-83. So Yakima Valley sweeps Walla Walla, and they continue their perfect streak in the East. They are now 10-0 and 14-5 overall. They've won 11 games in a row, have the Yaks. And the Warriors fall to 3-7 in the Eastern region and 13-12 overall. The players go through the line. Jeff Reinland and London Wilson will shake hands, and it's a well-deserved win by Yakima Valley here today by a score of 90-83. Let's take you through the totals. Jarrett had 26 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. Delp had 17 points, 13 for Goldsmith, 12 for Tinner, along with 8 rebounds. Brown had 9 points, 8 rebounds. 7 for Hall. Thank you. Gray Braun had 4. 2 for Dete Joe. For the Warriors, Igor Omelnitsky ended up leading the way with 18 on 6 of 9 shooting from 3, and he had 4 rebounds. 17 for Volkers. Greer had 17 points and 8 rebounds. Austin Ramos, 14 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. 8 points for Atkins, 5 for Hutchins, 4 for White, along with 7 assists. And that was the scoring for the Warriors. The final score is 90-83. And no game Wednesday. We will be back with you here Saturday, a week from today. Games at 2 and 4, the women at 2, and the men at 4 as we welcome in Columbia Basin. The Warrior women victorious today by a score of 85-56, and the Warrior men fall 90-83. From Walla Walla, this is Mike Tatko. Have a very good evening.